Excellent. That's the word. I couldn't think of the word
Yeah.
then. You managed to get a lot of the food cooked in a way that'll last.
Okay, seafaring navigator's tools. If we collect all of the things, do we get that?
Yes. So the ship is, well, I can't really say that because none of you wouldn't notice it. So so there is things going on, but I can't say it because none of you are sailors. So, but you have managed to get most of the supplies spread out amongst the 4 ships. Well, not ships, boats. These are small lifeboats, basically,
We're
or
going in
rowboats.
4 boats?
Well, you would need 4 to carry all the food and water.
I thought we were putting it in the bag of holding.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
as much as
there is a limit to
possible.
how much you can put in there.
Yeah. But we
Yes,
fill them
you
as
get
Yeah,
much.
just
enough,
drop it on my sister's face.
Don't worry.
Put stuff in the
We
bag.
take her out and then we put the food in and put her on top.
Double the food.
Uh-huh. Well, she's a complete
We're
sweetie.
leaving the big ship.
If we have to, then we can just jump on the small boats if this one breaks. You know, hope for the best.
Okay, are we taking a long rest though?
You can if you wish.
I think we need it. I mean, if we're gonna face the trials of the sea, I think we should have our spells and our hit points.
All right.
Do I happen to know whether the ship is drifting in any particular direction?
It's kind of just, it's hard to tell really because you're in the middle of the ocean. There's no landmarks or anything, so you can't really tell anything about which way you're going or anything. The ship is just rocking quite a lot and is slowly getting worse.
Okay. We might want to get in the
try
small
something.
boats first. But go ahead.
Hold on a sec. Let me just find what I can do. Find. And
Almost like you need a sailor.
Bailiff, as much as we need a long rest if these waves get worse. This ship is going to go under with us on or inside of it.
Is this the
Okay, I
Dragon
know.
Turtle's doing?
Yes, because he's no longer stilling the waters and the wind. Storms can happen. He was preventing
Well-
that.
Isn't he supposed to be a guide? Isn't that what he said?
Nope. He will guide us by letting the winds move as well as the waves, from my understanding.
Damn keyboard.
I'm gonna do something. I'm going to spend a spiritual weapon, suspend it in the air, and see where the ship is drifting off relative to the stationary, hopefully, spiritual weapon.
If you put a stationary weapon in and say you orientate yourself along the ship, so your face is towards the front, then it would be heading slightly northwest, or northwest. Northwest.
And we needed to go east,
So,
if I'm not
so
mistaken.
the spiritual weapon is heading northwest. So the ship
No, the ship
relatively
is heading that way.
okay. So yeah, we wouldn't, like, the ship is currently drifting away from
Mm-hmm.
land. I mean, like, yeah.
On the map, what is the closest landmass to us?
You can tell which one's Samagbaus, and Samagbaus is a little bit further away than the islands that are to the other side that are all coloured in bright colours.
So the islands with bright colors is most likely where Pergamondas are because bright colors. Or back to Samak Bows, which should be east southeast from here.
Yeah. Or at least if you use a compass, it's more straightforward. It's more west and east, a little bit more, but it's
Then
because of orientations. Confusing. But yeah, you can see that it wouldn't take much of a difference between either way. Samag might take a little bit longer.
but we don't end up in Pergamondas territory.
Hmm.
Or at least what we believe. What Nameless believes is Pergamondas territory. So, what does everyone think? We might need a long rest, but if we do, we're gonna drift closer to Pergamondas. Or we try to sail, might miss our chance for a long rest for quite some time. What will we do?
I can do one speak. Nope, nope. I forgot. I don't have it prepared. Can't do speak with Dead today.
I knew that one. You can speak with Dead if you want.
No,
You,
I don't have it prepped.
ah,
Let us unfurl the sails and be done with it. If things start going wrong, hop in the boats and we row.
so are you trying
Nameless?
to just unfold them?
Let's fucking cut the ropes and get going.
So you start cutting random ropes?
We're using the small boat.
No, the big one first, if we can.
You
So
start
which rope
randomly.
are we cutting?
Yeah, that's why Nameless
That's why
looks
I'm
at
asking.
Phaelus.
Random ropes?
Nameless looks at Phaelus. Which ropes are we supposed to cut? Untie? What are we supposed to do? Since she knows
Bayless
a
is
little.
currently muted.
Ah,
Oh, yes, sorry.
You will need to do me a what would it be? It would be intelligence. It would be with disadvantage because you weren't trained to sail a frigate.
can I guide her and or help her and Beric guides her?
I can guide her. I'm just gonna check my spells because I might have something better. But this would be my last spell above first level, if so. Nope, I don't have it with me.
It
So I can
can't
only
be.
guide her.
It can't be dexterity because it's like trying to
No, because
replicate something. Okay.
this is you trying to remember what you do need to do. It's not so
Okay.
much doing something physical, it's remembering.
Okay.
So
So there
help
are
and
drawbacks to not having intelligence. Interesting.
plenty.
So am I
But
doing it normal or with advantage?
Disadvantage, because you haven't been trained on a frigate. But you're the only
but
person that can roll this.
yeah,
Yeah.
but help and
Uh,
guidance. So it would be a straight
You
roll.
can't help because you have no understanding of it.
Shit. Fair enough.
I am trying to get my screen to respond. Okay. Okay. Ooh, not 20.
If only no, because you have disadvantage.
Oh, I have disadvantage.
So you got
Why?
a 2. Because
Oh,
you
damn.
haven't been trained. You've been trained to sail a ship that is a small
Okay.
ship, not a frigate. A frigate
Okay.
needs quite a few crew
Yeah.
members.
Okay. Okay. I
So you
thought I
got a
was being
5.
helped and I had it. Okay, that's great. 2 and a 20.
So you start pointing to God to start doing not so much cutting rope, just not cutting rope, actually untying and tying them up where you think they need to be. It does seem to do something, and the ship does seem to get tugged in a direction. but it is rather rapid. Everyone would have to immediately do me a dexterity or strength saving throw as the ship gets yanked by the winds picking up, and then all of a sudden the sails unfurling and then being caught in the wind in the wrong direction without them being turned.
Hmm.
So I need everyone to do them saves as
Yeah.
Beric immediately falls over.
Oh wow.
Strength saves?
Strength or dexterity?
Oh.
Oh wait, that was
Faileth is
that.
strong.
Yeah.
Faileth don't care.
I-
Beric immediately goes, slams into the ground, and bashes into the railings around the side. Nameless, you do the same, but you're nearer one of the masts
Yeah.
from
That
looks of
w-
it, so you crash into that.
Okay.
I would have had
Uh,
5 more because of being a save, not a dex
Can I
check.
grab the
Ah.
bag? Since I'm holding on fast, can I immediately lunge and grab the bag?
It's already attached to Nameless, so.
Oh, okay. Okay. Can I grab Nameless?
You can try and grab him. He is right in the middle of the ship as well, so he just
Okay.
grabs hold of him. He gets slammed into the mast.
What would that be?
Gad,
Dexterity save?
that'll be a strength save because you're trying to grab him, so it's more of a strength than a dex. It's not so much
Okay.
aim, it's mainly keeping your feet. Beric, you get slammed into the rail. You do hear it creaking, but it takes your weight because this ship is well made. Gad, you don't care. You just strength it out.
Mm-hmm.
The world cannot affect you in any way right now.
Nope.
But the ship gets pulled, it gets yanked down and twists around and seems to start moving in a kind of direction you want.
Hmm.
It's not brilliant, and it is
Perfect.
swaying horrifically, and it's not doing that good. You can hear a lot of creaking, a lot of rope swinging about.
Hmm.
You
Hey.
can hear a lot of clattering from under in the lower decks, along with some wood smashing.
Beric,
Perfect.
Beric, you might want to start, ritually casting Walk on War all
I
of the time.
also don't have that until
Ritual.
You can cast a ritual without
you can't
preparing it.
cast ritual spells unless you're prepared. That's
I
only
thought
a
it was the other way
wizard.
around. Oh,
You
was
can
it?
cast them as a ritual.
You have to prepare. You have to have the spell prepared for you to be able to cast a ritual spell.
Really?
Unless you're a wizard, then
That's what I was thinking, because I usually play wizards whenever I come to this stuff, so.
The ship's moving, friends.
Mhm.
Take what rest you need. I'm going to sit here.
Hmm. Nameless
You
will
say
be
that.
held. Okay.
As you say that, you see dark clouds in the sky start to gather, and you hear thunder in the distance, and you see lights in the sky.
we had a deal. It's happening.
That was to stop this from happening.
Gad looks at the dark sky with the same apathetic, blank expression that he's had on his face for the last hour.
I'm
Go and have a
thinking
nap,
the same
friends.
for that private message.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. Everyone's
So-
sending private messages. I'm the only person who's just vibing.
I can't
Yeah.
even send private messages. I can't even reply to them. It's like,
What?
I'm not sending private
How many
I can't
messages.
messages?
W.
I'm
Oh,
not
your
getting.
keyboard.
Yeah, because my keyboard's knackered right now. I can't reply to private
Dios
messages.
mío. Send them
I'm
on
spamming
Discord.
the DM with just spamming him with like how to handle the frigate stuff.
And it's really
It's
useful,
very
but I can't
simplified.
say thank you. Because it's like, no.
Yeah, please.
I tried to, and it said "thank you." It was like, oh god damn it! Oh, my keyboard! I want to throw it out the window, but But yeah, the ship is moving. You could do whatever you want. It feels very unsafe. There seems to be maybe a thunderstorm coming. It is starting to rain.
It's already raining.
That was only you personally, Gad.
No, Nameless also.
Mm.
And Phaleth, I think, was mentioned.
Okay. I'm sorry. I got sidetracked for a little bit. Are we currently leaving the ship, or are we currently trying to navigate the ship?
Navigate.
Okay. And I can't remember how to do it, and we're sinking. Are we sinking?
No,
Are
you're
you
not
Say-
in-
singing. There is a thunderstorm. There is a lot of horrible noises from below deck.
Even though we pay that dragon turtle basically like, a king's ransom so that this wouldn't
Fail-
happen.
Phaleth will.
That's like 5 king's ransoms with how much money you gave away.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
This is why I want him to do the speak with dead, because something funny will happen. But Phaleth, you know that the
Useless
storm's
riddle.
coming just from everything we told. If it was a smaller ship, Phaleth, you would be able to do it without disadvantage, and if it was a very small ship, almost boat, you could go off by yourself quite easily with it, and if you didn't rest, you could sail that entire ship by yourself. It's just that the fact this is a frigate and it tends to need a large crew.
Okay. Does anyone have enlarge reduce?
King might.
But
Okay. Nameless. Can we try to have King cast enlarge reduce on this ship? It's the only idea I have right now.
Whoa.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm assuming like even if we go into the smaller boats, the dinghies, those would probably be like, have less chance surviving a storm than a
Yeah,
frigate that has no pilot.
yeah. They
I
seem
don't.
way less safe, yeah.
It's a creature. It only works on. No? Cost a creature or object.
Yeah.
Huh. Mm. Yeah.
Any size limit?
Not that I can see. But it only lasts for 1 minute.
Well, can we try to get out of the storm as fast as we can in a minute? Maybe, probably not, right?
Not in a minute. You would know that just from hearing stories from others, from sailors, that storms last for quite a while. But
Yeah, it was more about
it,
the size.
if the
of
ship was
it.
smaller, even for a minute, you could probably quickly get people to help a lot more efficiently and at least get the ship in some kind of control.
Yeah,
Bye.
it seems worth it rather than standing around and doing nothing.
Alright. Then the
We can
thing.
still help right now. Like, I'm assuming like, all we need from Fairlith is the knowledge, and we are all helping man this ship.
Yeah. But it would be easier if the reduction is done for a minute to get it under control for now.
Because right now
Okay,
it's a bit too hard to manage for just fairly giving out orders.
Alright.
I wish I had extended spell. Oh no.
Yeah. But there was one thing Nameless wanted to do before, well, possibly a long rest, and it has to do with Faelith. And considering the fact that he's literally emanating dark smoke and is turning monochrome.
Oh,
Just, but he would basically walk up to Faelith, just put his forehead towards yours and go, "It's been fun. It's been awful. It's been sad. I hope I'll see you again, and when I do, please name me." He slaps his cheeks and tries to turn back to King.
I say no promises, but I kind of smile.
He
as I say
smiles
it.
too.
So going back to King will put 5 points into your meter.
Yep.
But it will transform you back.
Alright. he was going to turn back anyways. Just confirming.
Hmm.
All right.
He was eventually, yes, but this is speeding it up.
All right.
That's
Was
why it's less.
King around for the whole telling the No, I mean like was he like listening in at the back of Nameless's mind and like slowly dying?
Who knows? Guess you'll have to find out. But you know, just minor character details. But yeah, King is back. If nothing
have a-
else.
You have a king for now.
King, do you know what's happening?
He kind of heaves over, almost pukes, but yep, yeah. What do I need to do?
We need to get ready. So I kind of start like ordering everyone around to the best of my memory what everyone which station everyone needs to be, and then I say everyone hang on in King, like I just kind of brief everyone on what we need to do as soon as the ship is a manageable size.
Except
And
spell
then
is not prepared. Shit.
The spell's not prepared.
Yeah. That's
Oh.
the downside. I couldn't check
we
on the
kinda
app on the
should've
phone.
checked that first.
I love that.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, best laid plans, you know.
Yep.
Anyone have raised dead?
Okay. Well, I do hug him and say, it is still good to have you back.
Good to be back. We should do whatever we can. Oh boy.
Yeah. Okay. Should
Right.
just. Do we have? I don't know. Like, do we have a rope trick? No, Levin had that, right?
Yeah, possibly.
Rope trick only lasts an hour.
Yep. Okay. So
So
no one. We're all out of useful magic, I guess.
you can get on the little rowboats.
In
Little
a-
by
seems like
little,
pretty
they can
fine.
easily hold about 10 people each. So
But
they're
they're
not
filled.
exactly tiny, but
But they're filled with food and water, a little bit besides what's already in the bags, and that's a giant storm, isn't it?
yes.
Yes.
I want to use the big ship first, but you know,
I have to give you the options to kill yourselves. I have to. It's the DM's job.
I know. Bailiff, if you're gonna
Are
lead, if you're gonna lead this, King takes out the gem of divination. Use this. It gives you one reroll.
are we going to leave for the smaller ships?
No, big one.
No.
Okay.
Big ship for big storm. We can take the little ones after, when we're not dead.
So, Failith, roll me another intelligence then. If you use the gem, you can get a reroll.
Is there? If I was
Guidance.
religious, I would pray. But okay.
Me too.
I look at Gad and like I try to like get a little more spiritual just by contact with him, but looking at him so depressed it kind of doesn't help that much. But I still take Gad's hand in one hand and King's name in the other, and I try to remember again the gem. Great.
You get a reroll.
Oh,
It's not a good
right.
start.
Yeah, and you get a
Nice.
D4, and I
It's a
will
bit
give you
better.
Get an
a
extra D4.
+5
4
because Flash of
and a
Genius.
+5.
Flash of Genius.
Oh,
Artificers, yeah.
Yeah.
So that
so that's
is a +9 to 18.
18.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm
So you
helping.
know that, to be honest, you haven't got enough crew members. No matter what,
Yeah.
you haven't got enough.
By far. By far.
You think you might be able to at least somewhat control a ship in an emergency situation. It won't really. It's a well-made ship. You can just tell this straight away, just from how well it's crafted and how well it's maintained. It should
Okay.
survive the storm as long as you guys all work together throughout the night and work to at least keep it together and not fall off the ship. It'll be tiring and hard, but you all have to work together.
Okay. I
And
guess we're not
even then,
sleeping
the ship
tonight.
might not make it.
Okay. As long as we do.
Okay, so I need everyone. So you need one person always at the wheel, if that's the right
I guess.
terminology.
Yeah. Guess that's me.
And then basically we're going to have
What
everyone
would
else
be the
running
necessary
around.
role? Or what would be the necessary role for the guy on the wheel?
For the guy on the wheel, it will be dexterity and wisdom, because it's kind of an intuition thing where you're just trying to keep everything going correctly. So it's one or the other.
So
Okay.
Beric
The
with
other
wisdom.
ones. Well, it can be someone dexterous as well. So you do have Golden with you as well.
Okay. Well, I
Oh
have.
yeah,
If it can rely on wisdom, if it's both dexterity and wisdom, I might not be the best choice. But if it's either one of them, I
Golden.
have good wisdom.
Golden has both dex and wisdom,
Okay.
if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken.
He
It's
does.
both
So
or either?
it's you can use either or both. It's up to you. So it's whichever one has the highest stat in one of them.
Okay. Uh. Which
Max Wiz and +1 on Dex.
And if you have proficiency in vehicles ocean or vehicles water, then you do get a bit of an advantage.
Okay. I don't think I got to the point of having proficiency, right, with my lessons?
No, you didn't,
No,
sadly.
I didn't. But I have oh, I just have +3 to wisdom. That's right. I just have oh yeah, I keep confusing wisdom and charisma because I used to have good wisdom.
The other stats for everyone else running around is strength, dexterity, and constitution. They're the three main ones.
Okay. Oh, I'm
Intelligence
really bad
can
at all
play
of
some of
those.
it.
So then it would be, if I'm not, dex, strength, and con. Gad would be strength. Dex can be Golden. Wisdom is Beric, and King can be Constitution and Intelligence, depending on what's needed at the time.
Yeah, it's kind of a situational sort of thing. It's the only person that is guaranteed to either can pick either dexterity or wisdom is the person at the helm.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Golden's dexterity is definitely better than my wisdom. So
Yeah.
Golden should probably be at the helm. And I can't
No.
just inspire everyone with my raw charisma, right? That's not a role. Okay.
I could be at the helm.
Yeah.
Well, famous last words. Last thing I did.
So
Fuck it up.
it basically
What?
works out that you'll have one at the helm, two at the main mast, and two kind of running around doing ropes and making sure everything's tied down and together.
Okay.
You haven't really got time, but you do assume you can at least tie the cannons down on the deck, but you don't have a clue about the ones in the lower decks. That's probably what you can kind of put two and two together. That might be what the loud crashing is in the lower decks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the little maritime adventure. So we shall start with the person at the helm.
Can I guidance myself?
So yes, you do that. Since there's only many, you will probably be relying mainly on the main sail, your center one, because the other two might become a bit of well, the front one will become an issue because you'll be running up and down the ship. So
Somebody just roll up.
Mhm.
I was just gonna say somebody just rolled a d4 for me because I
I'll
do
do
not
it.
do that in the app.
We'll take the nameless one because my rolls are DM rolls. They're never good. But you got a 19 basically. So with that, you're not intuitively knowing what to do. It's more you're reacting quickly enough and in a sensible manner. You're staying calm in the situation where there's thunder and lightning going on. The rain is going to come down heavy. People are starting to raise sails and furl them, I believe the word is. Yeah, I think so. Because you unfurl, so yeah, furl them. The sails that you're not really using, you're trying to minimize the amount of work you have to do. This is just all panic, all crazy. Or it's just getting there. I need everyone on the deck to roll me either dexterity or strength, because this is where you are either grabbing ropes, holding on for dear life, you're trying to just keep everything together. I'm trying to use the better terms so I don't piss off the people that actually know how to sail.
So
Not in the deliberate way.
Josh,
P2
you
or
used the wrong
regular?
navigation terms. You're breaking
Yeah, I'm just
my
glad you said
immersion.
furl.
I actually have someone in the room with me who does know how to sail and has been commenting on it.
Yeah, I haven't got
I've
a
been
clue,
commenting in my
so
mind as well, but like,
I'm
it's nice
trying.
and some. It's good. It's good.
I'm trying my best because this is slightly unexpected.
Yeah.
So
We are
there's very
all,
limited things I can do.
I guess we are all, being, true to it. We have no idea how a ship works.
Exactly.
So we're acting like it.
Your ship is merrily going along in the sea where it's getting slammed against the sides by the waves. Just waves crashing against the sides of the hull. Cannons, you can see them getting cold against the ropes that you've tied them down with. The robots you've obviously tied down because that would just be stupid if you didn't. I need everyone to roll me again, but this is either strength or constitution because this is holding on. This includes Beric, who is, because this is more just holding on against the waves, which Golden immediately falls over.
Okay, this does matter to me. Is it save or regular?
It is it's a save. I clicked the wrong button for Golden. Oops.
Oh.
Okay.
So yeah, with that, everyone, I think everyone passed. Let me have a look. Yes, everyone passed, luckily. So you all managed to plant your feet, grab hold of something for dear God, and not fall overboard, which is the main thing that you're trying to not do.
Cool.
Well, that's a kind of success.
Yes, as you can hear in the lower decks, you can hear things rolling about, smashing. You can hear metal against
Yep.
metal. You can hear wood breaking in the lower decks. If
I'm
someone
sure
pokes their
that's
head down,
fine.
they can have a look, but it might be a bit chaotic.
I'm sure it's fine.
Can somebody
Someone
secure it?
not in the lower decks, only on the main deck because the storm came on a bit quick. So you've only had chance on your deck. So yeah, I do realize that when I start saying it, so that's going to be interesting. You can see one of the sails has come loose, so someone needs to rush up to the front of the deck and reattach the ropes around the sail so it stays filled. If I'm saying
Golden.
that the right way.
He has a
Hey,
climbing
I love
speed.
freaking Golden.
He has climbing speed and
Golden.
speed.
He does, so he will start to rush. He actually starts digging his claws in and climbing up the mast to try and tie these down. Tabaxi would make really good sailors. That's another thing. So he's holding on to onto the mast at the front, trying to make sure the ropes are tied. I have to do him a save, which I will use his deck save. Oh God, he
Ooh.
fails. So he starts to fall down to the main deck. Another deck save, please. Yep, 21. Good. He lands on his feet, but at a bad time where the ship's bucking. and slams into him. So he lands on his feet, but then the ship suddenly rises under him unexpectedly. So he will take.
No damage. Monk. Slow fall.
Yeah, no, this is the ship coming up suddenly. So
Oh.
he's landed already, and then the ship comes up as soon as he's landed well.
Makes sense.
So it's not fall damage; it's it's ship damage.
Ship damage, yes.
Yeah, he gets the ship to the feet.
Owie.
Is he pretty banged up?
He is bloodied, I will say.
Mm.
But
Then
he is now
King.
rushing back to the back of the ship. The cannons, they are holding. What else will be happening? The lower deck, you're just healed in chaos. You have healed him 10. As
By
he's
the way, I
rushing
forgot
round.
to mention this earlier. Like we were on the ship for about an hour before the storm started. Could this have counted as a short rest? Could we have rolled some hit dice?
No, because everyone was kind of doing things. So
Okay.
it wasn't really
Could
resting, it was
count
doing
as a-
things.
Could it count as a short rest for me because I was just hugging Aya for most of that time?
It was in the bag.
You were in the bag. Mostly
Yeah.
just that.
Okay.
I'll allow it for you because of
Okay.
that.
Thanks. Because
I
I
think
have
I'll allow
very
Beric
low on
as
hit.
well. Because
Wait, sorry, what?
Beric mostly was moping about for a while. So you can have had a short rest while basically Gad and Nameless were the ones that were mostly doing anything before the storm hit. So you and Phalith count as having a short rest.
Yeah, I don't think I actually get anything with that.
Hit dice.
Yeah, you get hit dice back if you need them.
Spell
How do you
slots.
roll my hit
Rocking.
dice? I can't figure it out to do that.
I need a wisdom save or a dexterity save from Beric as the ship suddenly gets pulled to a side.
This is for Beric.
Gets
I can't figure out how to
11 and another 9, so 20 back.
For some
For 3
reason,
hit
you only
dice.
had 3 hit dice left. I don't know why that is.
It's because no one's looked down there, Alexander, so no one's knows the damage that's going on down there yet.
Kinda distracted.
Yep, by the waves and the water, the waves crashing on, mass unfurling. I'm going to need, because I'm not sure how to describe all of this. First, I need Beric to roll me the wisdom save because he isn't using Dex for staying in control as the ship gets violently pulled to one side. And then I can give Phalith 2 options depending on the roll. Because Phalith is the de facto captain for this. It was an 8.
me.
So Phalith, you've got 2 options. You can still try get through the storm, but it's not going well.
Okay.
Or you could try doing an emergency thing where you basically cut all the ropes to the masts. You put the nose of the ship in towards the wind. And hold the rudder steady. And hope you survive.
Okay.
If you need the ropes cut, I got something, King shouts, showing the magic missiles he can shoot.
No one's. Okay.
This is a
If
I
Phalith
just
choice.
kind of.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's my choice. Can I estimate what my chances are? What our survival chances are if we cut all the ropes?
You've got probably a 50-50 the ship will make it through.
How about
It
us
might be a bit
still?
higher, but there is some other things going on that I can't say. So if you
Okay.
try to sail through, it's going to be less.
Okay. I'm yelling, cut the ropes. We're going in survival mode.
shooting 7 magic missiles to cut the ropes.
You do need to turn the ship as well, don't forget.
Yeah.
Which will be a Beric.
So Beric does that. Okay.
Wisdom save, Beric. No, wisdom roll, Beric, not save. No, it is a wisdom save. I've been saving save. So wisdom save, Beric.
Wait, I think I rolled it the wrong thing. I rolled wisdom check.
What
Wisdom
is your
save.
bonus for save? What
It
would it
was
added up
like
to?
additional plus 3.
Plus 3,
think.
so that would have been 11. So that would have affected your survival chances a bit. So
And
go
he
up
could
to
have
about
added.
16%.
He would have. Wouldn't he keep using guidance on himself as well?
If he did, he would be
I
letting
mean,
go of the of the
it
wheel.
wasn't
True.
a saving throw, right? It was a saving throw, right?
It was a saving throw.
Oh,
So
okay.
it'd
Yeah,
been
guidance
11.
is saving throw.
That is true.
With an 11, it increases your survival chance a bit, so you need to do me another wisdom save, please. As basically you just start hearing all of these ropes snapping. A 24.
4.
Jeez. So yeah, the ship is pointed in the perfect direction, you believe. You're hoping for dear life, but you believe it. The ropes are all starting to snap. Everyone needs to do strength or constitution save as they hold on for dear life. It is a constitution saving throw, Nameless.
Me?
What?
Oh damn.
It's constitution or strength, so. Oh god.
Oh.
I can't let Golden die when he's. Okay, I know where Golden will go, because I can't kill a PC when he's not here. That's just
It
mean.
would.
He
It would have been
has
a plus
climbing
5.
speed. He
He
wouldn't
does
be
have climbing
overboard.
speed, but it's more. I'm thinking, okay, I know where he's gone. He's going to have a fun time. Phalith, you were on the upper deck, not quite at the helm, but you were up there. Beric, you get advantage because you are actually holding on to dear life for the onto the wheel already. So
Oh
you got a
wait,
21.
it was already 2 rolls, so ignore this
Yeah.
second.
So yeah, I thought that might be the situation. So Golden, you see a Golden immediately fall over and tumble into the lower deck, where he just sees chaos. Phalith, you get slammed into the wooden barrier, and you can see the cannons are starting to really rock about. You think it might be a good idea to try and get rid of them if you could, but it'll be dangerous. It'll be dangerous to keep them. It'll be dangerous not to. It's up to you for that. Beric, you are holding on to the helm for dear life. You are holding on strong though. Nameless, you are only just holding on, really, but you are holding on. Gad, this storm has not affected you in any way, shape, or form. It's just a normal day for you.
This is just anything but a normal day again.
True.
But he does not care about the rain and wind.
His mood has affected him so much he is warping reality around him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so
Is
true.
that Doctor Who 11th Doctor during the rain or 10th Doctor during the rain gif?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god. So, Phalith, you will take 2d6 damage. You take 7 damage from slamming into that. Golden will
Okay.
take a bit more damage because he's fallen into the lower decks. He doesn't take that much more damage because apparently I just roll badly. It's just storms. I wish I had better storm music, but I don't. I literally only have a thunder. A single thunder. Just that one lonely thunder. Sorry. So the ship is swaying madly from side to side. At this point, you've probably been in the storm for about an hour, just to speed it up a little bit, rather than me try to give a play-by-play for this entire thing. Golden is in the lower deck. This is when you've decided to do the emergency procedure of cut all ropes to the masts and hope for the best, basically. Golden is panicking down below. He is trying to tie cannons down because the cannons are literally flying about, rolling around. They are breaking into things. He's trying to stop the ones he can before they move, but he's being very careful. Like, to the point where if they're moving at all, he doesn't go near them. And to be honest, he's more dodging at this point. On the upper decks, you are all, apart from Gad, being affected by the storm in several ways. You're all getting tired. This is all draining. I need you all to roll me a con save. I'm trying to. The thing about the storm is there's a lot of time where things are happening, but I can't have you rolling every 5 seconds for something happening because it would be a really mind-numbing for gameplay loops. So that's 4. We need Gad to roll as well, but Gad probably will save it.
On the save.
Con save.
Boop.
Somebody
Yep.
else is near enough to God.
No,
No
Gad's
bonus.
fine. Gad is. So Beric's the only one who's having a bit of issue. He's holding onto the wheel, which he will have to roll me a wisdom save with disadvantage because he's rolled badly. As he's trying to hold the ship steady. Ooh, a 9, which is a nat 1. So the people that are near you is King and Phalith. So they both see you stumble and let go of the wheel and slide along the floor. You're not enough to do damage, but you're sliding along the wet floor.
Okay, can I try and
And
catch him?
so you can try catch him, yes, but it will be a strength save because he's heavy. He's a heavy boy.
Can
Yeah.
King help try
okay.
catch him?
You don't need to. Phalith does jump in the way, and she does get slammed into by this heavy person with heavy armor on in the middle of
Okay.
the sea.
Can I try and hang on to King at the same time? Because King's there and we probably can.
You can try
deal-
grab him, yeah. It won't help
Well,
much because you have managed to save him, so you've grabbed him at the
Oh,
last
okay.
minute. But the wheel, the helm is starting to spin wildly.
Can King try to stop that then?
I'm going to
You
cast
can.
a spell.
That will be another strength save, please. You could try cast a spell after King has done something.
Oh.
So you manage to. You see the helm spinning wildly, and you manage to block it with your body, basically by jamming it in and stopping it. It does slam into your shoulder, and you do feel. You do hear a slight crack, and you do have quite a lot of pain in your shoulder right now.
Worth it. No.
But the ship has the mast has not the mast. The helm has stopped. Gad, are you still at the front of the ship, or are you moving anywhere?
Um, I mean, he'd probably be vaguely following Phalis' suggestions, but would otherwise, yes, just be kind of standing, looking around, probably at the front.
Okay.
Yep.
Gad is basically a rock in this storm, right? So
Yeah,
far.
he really is.
Pretty
Okay.
much.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I've been
On the
if I
other
get
side of the
if I
ship.
get a second, if I get a second of downtime, basically, I would try and untie the bag from King, who is a bit more getting tossed around, and tie it around Gad's waist or something. Like
Gad
give it
is
to
at the
Gad.
other side of the ship, though, so
Yeah.
that's the
Okay.
downside.
Don't worry.
Gad
can't
is
do that.
I
literally.
got things. I got things. If I get thrown off, she'll be safe.
Gad is stood at the front of the ship, arms crossed, not holding on to anything. He's just there in full plate mail.
Okay. Okay.
He's
I
just
think I might
despondent
send Gad a message like. Well, no, because everyone needs to be at their post. Okay, no, I'm not doing anything.
So you don't give Gad the bag?
Well,
You're a bit too
I'm-
far. That's the issue.
yeah,
Okay.
he's too far. Okay, everyone needs to be at their post.
like
I'm
a
just
100 buck
anxiously
fee.
following every one of King's movements and like worrying about King, obviously, but really worrying about the bag.
Yep.
So Golden leaves the lower deck saying, well, he goes, don't go down there. Cannons are everywhere and I can't stop them. And you do hear a loud crash at that moment. And Gad, who's the nearest, even though he can't really see it, he does hear a loud splash off the side of the ship.
Doesn't turn around.
Yeah, I didn't think he did.
Hmm.
You do hear several other ropes snapping. You hear the mast sort of breaks. Not the whole
Hey,
main
that's
mast.
spell.
I mean the ones that hold the sails up. I don't know what they're called. But you do hear one of them snap and it slams down, swinging wildly, so you might not want to go near the middle of the ship.
King would like to try to toss these over if he has to, just to keep everyone safe.
It is a big
May
boat.
I cast a
You-
spell?
What do you want to cast?
I'm going to cast Sending to the dragon turtle.
Okay.
Saying, oh fuck, I should have prepared the message.
Yeah.
Sea Lord, I hold you to our bargain. This storm, we need to survive it. Remove it from our path.
So after your message, you don't get a reply. So who knows what's happening? I need. Hmm?
How dare.
There might be a reply. You have to give it a chance.
Sorry, what happened? Who did buried contact?
The dragon turtle.
Oh, okay.
The one we gave,
Yeah.
the one I gave
Yeah,
our
I
money
figured
to.
it.
So remember, I'm trying to keep this going properly, but it's hard because everything. And yes, so your central mast, it's not snapped, but the wood that holds the sails up, a couple of them have snapped. The front mast, one of the sails has partially unfurled, but it's also dragged the wood with it, snapping it. The back
Right.
sail is fine. It's swinging kind of wildly in the wind because but it's not any issue because the ropes are getting snapped as we go. I need King to do me a wisdom or dexterity because he's the one currently holding the helm.
Let's go with wisdom. I will re-roll that. Yeah.
Oh.
5 to a 7.
Oh. If it was
You
wisdom, then it's a +2 for
roll
9.
me a con save, please. So yeah, basically you don't manage to hold the wheel. You don't manage to react to it. It does quickly snap. It makes your shoulder that you believe now your collarbone is probably broken. Quickly flick to the side. You feel that agony throughout your entire upper body. But then you manage to grab it and just before it starts spinning wildly out of control, you manage to stop it again. This time not on your shoulder.
Mm.
So you just feel the pain. It's a lot of pain.
Yep.
I'm
fine.
And after about another 5 minutes, you actually do feel the storm is quieting down. It seems to be leveling out to a gentle breeze after over about a 20-minute period. And you have managed to survive the storm. As Gad has just stoically stood at the front, staring out to the ocean. Gad really did not fail a single roll.
No, he doesn't
He,
can.
yeah, he
At
doesn't.
some point, the ocean just yielded to Gad.
Yeah.
It wasn't the dragon
Like,
turtle,
cannot
the
shake this
ocean.
guy.
Just the.
It was Gad. But yeah, you are on a partially wrecked ship. It is still floating. There is a big hole at the front, though, from a couple of the cannons basically repeatedly slamming into the hull and cracking it and breaking through.
King will gather whatever wood that there's around and just use the all-purpose tool and mending and whatever he can to try to fix it up.
Yeah, there
I have
is.
mending.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
So
So you
the
can use
mend.
mending. There is also supplies in the cargo hold
Yeah.
for repairs. I know I didn't describe this the best way possible, but I tried.
It's okay.
Okay. You've traveled some distance. Where you are not sure. Failith can try to use the sextant and the map to try and figure out where she is, but it might not be the easiest thing because I think you have to do it at set times a day. No, you don't. It's based off this
Well,
one. What am I on about? Autumn one. But you can try locate where you are with navigation.
yeah, I'll try that. Can anyone give me guidance? Because again, intelligence is not great.
Here,
Can give
gem
you
of
guidance.
gem of divination.
If somebody is
Oh,
somebody
19.
proficient with
It doesn't matter.
navigation
19.
tools?
You got 19.
That's a
You
4.
know exactly where you are. You somehow got somewhere closer to Sonic Bells. You're not sure if you know this ship will probably float there eventually. You're not sure how long it would take. You've still got some rudder control, but you would have to be able to repair the masts, replace all of the ropes, and with the number of people you have with you, it probably isn't going to be the easiest.
King would ask, would the smaller ships be more viable?
They probably would be.
Okay. So yeah, because we are close enough to the coast of San Magdaus now that we wouldn't be at so much of a risk of encountering another storm in the way.
No, you can still hit another storm just
Mm.
because of the nature of the sea, but it would take you a few days to get there, which you have plenty of
Oh.
supplies for. It's exposure you need to worry about.
Yeah.
There are
Still doesn't
cloth
seem super
right.
safe.
Yes, but it's still just the fact you're out in the open for several days. It'll be minimal cover basically for
Yeah.
it. It's
Oh.
basically if you have some kind of protection from it, like something covering you all to
Yeah.
somehow help you with it, it will be only one roll rather than more.
King would like to try to fashion to the small ships a small sail that also serves to protect them from sunlight.
Yeah, I
You
was
can
gonna.
try to fashion them both. It'd be more you either have one or the other though. You wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't be able to have it active as a cover and a sail at the same time because the boat, the life rafts are just a bit too small.
Okay,
And
if we work together and take our time, can we try to just use the smaller boats to make kind of a medium-sized lifeboat and have it have cover and sails and everything?
I wish I could type this, but I'll just ask: what is the room called that's copper lined, where they store
copper
something
lining?
volatile? Yeah,
The
there's a room,
magazine?
isn't there? That's
Faraday
copper lined.
cage.
It's not a Faraday cage because it's not to do with electricity. It's to prevent sparks.
oh,
The
you mean
magazine?
that? The fire room, a fireproof room for explosives?
Yeah,
King rushes
I
in.
can't remember what it's called.
King would
Remember
like
what
to
it was
get.
called though.
Yeah. King will see if he can get in there and get some gunpowder while he's here.
Sadly, no. Well, you can, but you'd have to dry it out. Water's got into that room because basically a cannon crashed through the front of it.
So if I take a barrel of that, put it in the bag of holding, bring it with us, it would dry along the way.
No, because it wouldn't. The bag of holding basically keeps it in a form of stasis, so it doesn't rot. So it won't dry either.
That is a bag of cooling.
Oh yeah. They kind of are that way, but it's hard to explain how the cannons work.
Yeah. But I can try it when we get back to land.
You are right, Levin, though, for the most part with that. Not Levin Alexander. You're not Levin anymore. Just rub salt in the wound for you all. Brain slightly melting by trying to figure out things I'm not very good at. You all get into the ship. I will need you all to roll me one Constitution saving throw because you do have shelter.
Right.
And you all, during this journey, you will all gain 2 levels of fatigue, of exhaustion just from the journey because this entire thing will be exhausting. But that's after the con save. If you got under 15, you have 1 extra level of exhaustion.
What do 3 levels exhaustion do?
I think
I
half movement.
think it's half movement and something else. I can't quite remember.
It's more disadvantage on attacks, I believe.
This 2, I think 4 is 0 movement. 3 is disadvantage attacks and skill rolls or saving throws.
Here
You
you
should
go.
have basically disadvantage on every rolls. Yeah, I can't type in exhaustion.
Yeah. Ability
Yeah,
Okay,
checks.
okay, I have it pulled up, I think. Okay.
Basically, so you will have got exposure, so it would have made you exhausted because I haven't got exposure chart for what's wrong with you.
Disadvantage
You're not
ability
dead.
checks, speed halved, and attack rolls and saving throws are disadvantage.
Yes.
And
So
they stack up, so
yeah,
you have all of them plus the one from the level you're at.
congratulations.
Okay.
But you do manage to see Samak Bows on the horizon as you are sailing back to the city. I know the storm
Okay.
was not the best storm, but oh well. I will move you back to Samak Bows. You are coming in from the tentacles on the side of the map. Several other ships. You do immediately have a couple of fishing ships that have gone farther out come up and see if you need help because clearly you're not in the best situation right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
please, thank you.
I think we're gratefully accepting help.
So yeah, you get basically pulled onto a fishing
Fishing.
boat, and they take you back to Hot Docks basically.
Okay. Okay. Can I? I think I still be aware enough to remember them to please not go to Hot Dogs. If they
You
can
can
go
ask
to
that
any
if you
other
want.
harbor. Yeah.
They
I
say,
would try to.
okay.
They're just. I don't. There's some shady people there that we'd rather not encounter in our current state.
They go, okay, we'll take you to the Spirit Docks then, I guess. And you get taken to the Spirit Docks, which you've all made it to land. You're, for the most part, all whole in there. You have Aya with you, who has slept through all of this. You think that will just
Okay.
take time. And you all level up, because you survived.
Woohoo!
Oh god.
The most tired celebration we could have. Tired and
Breath.
sad.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I finally got third level
I do
spells.
this.
So you can all level up now if you wish, or you can do downtime activities, because you will be here for at least 3 weeks. So you will get rid of your exhaustion. You will have had time to do such things as have a proper funeral for Levin and Pronghorn.
Yeah. Obviously,
And
my
sort out bed.
priority. Yeah.
I got spells to add.
Gad, is there anything you want to do while you are in Samak Bows?
Well, first thing to do is to find a good grave for Levin.
I think everyone here would join you on that.
Yeah.
There's several
Although,
places you could bury him that you would see as good. It depends on what you are looking for him.
whenever I go anywhere, I always leave Veracity with Aya so that she can let me know the moment she wakes up.
King stays
yeah,
mostly in the house. Goes out for buying things when Phalith is witty and then stops by and keeps a check on her while Phalith does something else. Basically a switching back and forth.
Okay.
Thank you, King.
Gad, you could bury Levin, well, make a memorial, I guess it would be, to Levin. It could be at the mansion, it could be at his orchard, because it would be trees and bushes, so I guess it would technically be an orchard.
Yes, I think he'd like that. We shall bury him.
Remembering that Levin wanted to bring nature back to the desert, I would try and get back into the druid spirit a little, and I'd visit Leominus and see if I could get some of the beautiful flowers from the garden to bury a dear friend who was a friend of nature.
Okay, so what were you saying, Gad, though?
So,
Sorry.
Bear rolls a charisma check. Um, does everyone go to bury him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We bury a warrior, Torm. He was as mighty as any, and we failed to save him. And then God leaves.
He fought for everything and everyone I hold dear. And he had a lot left to do. But I can't finish what I start saying.
King pulls out a bottle of cognac, pours himself a glass, and pours a glass worth on the grave. I'll keep them safe. I'll keep them safe, Levin. And I'll be sure to save as many as I can. Sit there, drink for a while.
I stay and drink with King over Levin's grave.
I guess in the meantime, Gad goes back to Levin's mansion. And
Our mansion.
for sure.
It's God mansions now.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was going to say, before you leave the orchard, Gad, you
Mhm.
actually notice Rachel, the woman you've met before, the elderly woman. She looks a little concerned because you've all gathered and seem to be doing something important. But as she sees you leaving, she does come up and say, "Oh, Gad, it's been a while. What's happened?"
I think tears just start going down Gad's cheeks.
Oh dear, son, what's happened? Where's Levin?
He fell.
What?
I couldn't save him. I'm sorry. And
She
moves to go.
she puts her hand over and starts to cry as well as you leave.
Gad goes to his mansion and I guess sits in the office.
Yeah, it's a little messy, but from just some paperwork left out.
Does he see anything on the paperwork that would indicate anything about ownership?
Not on these paperworks. There is
Okay.
a useful information, but you'd have to find it, of course.
Gad sits and thinks about all the times he had with Levin, about when he'd be playing his flute, his enthusiasm for Torn, which made Gad very happy, and when he helped talk to him about feelings and stuff. And he just sits and cries for a while.
So as you are sat there crying and everyone has left, this is about an hour or two later. Rachel comes looking with a fastidious-looking man in a suit with a briefcase and spectacles. Comes to the front of the manor. They are looking for Gad.
Gad sees him out the window and walks downstairs.
And Rachel goes, "Oh, Gad, this is was Levin's lawyer,
Hmm.
Patrick Harthwood." And goes, good sake, day. So I'm here for his will. Are you Gad, I believe?" As he looks through some paperwork he pulls out of his briefcase.
Yes, that is I.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss, as I said to Rachel. Do you have a more private place we can speak?
Yes, his office, of course.
And you go to his office. He says, "Oh, okay. As I said before, sorry for your loss. Levin was a client of ours. He had to be just to own this manor. He did leave everything related to this manor and business affairs here to you, Gad.
Hmm.
Everything is now in your name. I'm I can't go into all of the details right now with you, of course, and I'm sorry that this is may seem sudden and abrupt, but this must happen. It's better to have it done sooner than later. I need you to sign several documents saying you accept this, and all of the correct paperwork is formed and done, and I've already spoken to Rachel, who will also assist. Is that okay with you?
Yes. This
Daisy,
mansion will go to the fates. All Levin's monies will go to Rachel and to any groups in need in this city. I will
he's
not remain.
you're leaving?
I think so.
Rachel just, oh my. Um, are you sure? I thought you wanted to build a school.
I used to feel lots of things and believe lots of things, and now I feel nothing.
Rachel turns to you and says, "Dearie, how about this? How about I look after them for you for now? Who knows what it'll be like in the future? You may see a reason to come back and found a school, maybe even in memory of Levin.
Yes. If
I will
that would
look
please you.
after the affairs while you go look and find what you need."
Mm. I thank you, good lady. You were a good friend to Levin.
As were you, as she just strokes you on the cheek gently, with tears in her eyes.
No, I wasn't. All my strength and all my faith could not save my friend.
The world is a cruel place. They take the young so soon.
I thank you for your help.
I thank you for being there for Levin. He did speak of you,
Oh,
and it was
yes?
always nice. It was always a
Mm.
good thing.
I'm glad.
And I guess I'll leave you to mourn for now, and I will come back in a few days to sort out the affairs.
Thank you.
As the lawyer and Rachel leave, there you go. So Gad is going to go on a little soul-searching journey, I believe.
Not yet.
Not yet,
Gad,
I know.
um, we'll go and find Phaleth and King. Wait, no. He'd find Phaleth first.
Well, how long has it been since the funeral? Before
It's
leaving the grave,
been...
I would take,
Hmm?
I would I was gonna say before leaving the grave, I would take some time to take all the seeds that I've been carrying in my pack that I was sort of keeping to try and be like a herbalist for the king, and just planting them around Levin's grave. All the seeds that we gathered in our journeys.
Okay. that will take about half an hour to 45 minutes. But it's been 2 hours since all of that with Gad.
Okay.
Well,
So
it's
I
been
guess
2
I'm
hours since
back
the
at
end of the
AS side. Oh, I guess I asked Leo Minus to take her in. Leo Minus he knows about AS, so he would
Yeah,
probably let her.
he's like, I will look after her if you are away. I've seen this before. It will take a long time for her to heal.
She will heal.
Yes, he will. It's just the body takes time. Even if she wakes up tomorrow, she will not be there yet. Her soul is too fragile.
It doesn't matter how long it takes. I'm not leaving her again. Never again. So when Gad comes to find me, I'm by her side.
Is she out of the bag of holding now?
Yes.
I hope so.
Okay. Gad walks in. Bailith.
Gad,
Ah, there it is. Is she awake and talking yet?
no, she's not awake yet, and even when she does, I don't think she'll be talking just yet. She will, though.
A pity. I would have liked to talk to him.
Yeah,
And he
I'd like
sits
her to
down
meet
next
you.
to A. What did you say, sorry?
I said, yeah, when she wakes up, I would love her to meet you. I want her to meet all of you.
All of us. Well, there are two she definitely won't meet.
I'll tell her about them. I'll
Oh,
tell her
yes?
about what they did for her and what they meant to me, and
Tell her that
that's all
two
I can do, really.
friends died for her. Have her stitch it behind her eyes so she sees their names everywhere. She
Gad,
owes them that.
what are you saying?
I'm saying we lost two for her. Two of our friends died for her. She should
But it's
know
not.
always.
But it's not her fault. She wasn't even. If anything, I don't think you're blaming her. I think you're blaming me. And you should. You
I
should blame
used to.
me.
I don't blame you, Fader. I used to feel things, and I don't feel anything anymore. I don't feel blame. I used to feel things about you that only Levin made sense of. And now I don't feel anything.
I think
I'm
that's what they
sorry.
call grief. But what are you sorry about?
I don't feel like I can protect anyone or do anything.
You did so much already.
Hmm.
You saved her.
Saved one. Yes. I shall go with the Seekers of Tor.
How
You shall
long?
see. I don't know. I shall see to the construction of our ark. No doubt you'll be able to find me that way, if you need.
Okay, but you're coming back, right?
He looks up at her with glassy eyes. I don't know.
Well, if you need this, I mean, you certainly earned whatever this means for you. You certainly earned this. I just because you stopped feeling things doesn't mean the rest of us have. It doesn't mean I have. And no matter even if it doesn't mean anything to you right now, I just need you to know that.
Did she give him something?
No, she just looks at him, tears running down her face, but she wants to get angry, but she doesn't.
Gad nods slowly and walks out.
I turn back to Aya, hold her hand with both my hands, and start sobbing silently.
I think Gad would then go and find his Seekers of Torm down on the docks.
Okay. They are there mostly. There is some on the walls, but there is a couple in the docks.
Friends, I return.
God, what's matter? You don't usually look like that or sound so down.
We lost one of our brothers.
What?
One of my
How?
brothers. He fell fighting a terrible fiend, and he gave his life in the effort.
They seem both happy and sad at this news. Happy that he fought and died the way any of them would be happy to die, but sad that they lost someone that way. They're still sad when they lose someone.
I have new instruction. What is the condition of our great ship?
They're about 60% way through progress.
I have its name.
Go on.
This ship of Torm shall be known as the Sacrifice of Levin, to remember a great man who gave his life in the war against the fiends.
They look at you. They look around for a moment, and they find each one finds a glass, well, a cup, raise it to the ground, and raise it to the ground, raise it to the sky, and say, to the sacrifice of Levin.
And then Gad is going to be staying with the Seekers of Torm in the ship constructing efforts.
Okay, then. Is there anything else you want to do?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Just six
So-
things. That's it.
So, what is everyone else doing, I guess, at this point? Because unless someone has something they want to do right away.
Eric?
Who's
Anything?
currently muted. Neither of them, Beric. It's a ship he had basically commissioned from his the Seekers of Tom. I was going to say something completely different then. They were building a large ship in preparation to get more people, basically, and such, and a few other things.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I think you weren't here when
Carry
we
on.
were doing all that sort of stuff. Well, now it's. Do you want to do anything?
I kind of. Hmm. I don't know yet what Barrick will do. might wait for if anybody's ready for their thing.
If no one is, I will move time ahead because this is still basically pretty much in the same day as Levin's funeral.
King just, after overhearing Gad and Faye, leaves a note inside the room for Faye, easy to find, just letting her know that King will be in his workshop, and he goes there and
He,
starts fanatically working
I
because
lived
that's
once
all he.
with Leominus in at the garden. She wasn't in the manor.
Yeah, I know. It
At this
was.
point, we have rested, right? Like
Yes.
rested our all our things, all our
Yes. All
exhaustions
your
away.
exhaustion. Yes, you have.
King is identifying the
Can I?
items. Oh, go ahead. It's your turn.
Oh, sorry. Um, let me just check. Sorry that this is like taking a while. I just
Rush.
mobile. Just like looking at my inventory first. If I have the thing, okay, and then looking at the spell. Hold on. I'm going. Could I? Like it says here that I bought 800 gold worth of diamonds. Could I sort of remove, like, turn some of that into diamond dust? Is
Yeah.
that a thing I could do freely?
Yeah. Well, it'll be difficult, but you can do it. It just takes a bit of time.
Okay. I would have been doing that prior to what I've been trying to do, and if this has already been a few days, then this would have already been completed. I am going to have 100 gold diamond dust. I'm going to go up to King
Hmm.
and cast Greater Restoration to see if whatever his deal is with the nameless um, person
I
is
need to
something that
know.
I could.
Oh. Oh, damn.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Great Restoration. Does it only heal one thing?
Uh, hmm,
It up.
let me see. I can't. Wait.
Yeah, I'm trying
Um,
to find it. Here
I
we go. Because
can't
I can't
add
search
new
for it.
spells to my sheet using the app.
one of the following effects.
So you can one curse, any reduction or one effect reducing the target's hit points, which I guess technically would be the collarbone. So you have a choice. You can either do the connection, like you said, or his collarbone, which is broken. I'm guessing the
Um,
mental effects.
the the mental effects that are causing him to switch between two people. Ew.
Oh, okay. So this is the interesting bit then.
Oh, yeah.
So as you cast this on King, and with that in mind of that being the target, King almost seems to fall into a seizure sort of state on the ground, writhing about, frothing at the mouth. His eyes roll back into the back of his head. He's twitching, and his body seems to be splitting, almost like you imagine with mitosis, I believe it is, where his body is literally being pulled apart in two directions. There is, and you can start to see Nameless seeming to separate from him. The thing is, there seems to be a black, almost ink or ichor connecting them together that's trying to pull them back together like some kind of elastic as the spell is affecting it, but it's weakening that darkness. And after a few moments, suddenly there's a bright flash. You are in a room at this point, I will say, because like King said, he was going straight back to working.
Yeah.
The
This would
bright
be his
flash.
first shot.
Yeah.
The bright flash fills the entire room with light. Everyone in that room, including the two Warforged that are there, are blinded. Beric, King, and Nameless are flung clean across the rooms, slamming into the individual walls.
Mhm.
Beric, you actually leave a bit of dent in the wall because you're in quite heavy armor.
Yeah.
You slide to the ground. There is now Nameless and King at either side of the room, and there seems to be a black ichor in the middle of the room that is quickly shrinking into the ground.
Yeah, smart doing that when everyone else is away, but,
As there is now Nameless, King, and a black ichor in the middle.
And neither of them is waking up.
What?
Neither of them is waking up.